And they're always trying to find a technological reason for things happening. And one of the things that they've spent a lot of time on is why do you always see lightning first and hear it secondly? And they've done studies on it, so on, but the answer is very, very easy. Your eyes are 3 inches in front of your ears. You see it first. Your mind needs exercise, just like your body. That's why every day you should think about jogging. And I don't know about all of you, but if it starts snowing, I stand, I'm talking about me, I stand in front of the window and watch the snow. And then, if the snow really gets worse, Rose sometimes lets me in.
So is that the words of wisdom?
Yeah, it is for me. Well, no, it's words of wisdom and serendipity questions.
Oh.
That falls under serpent. You get it? You know that oxygen mask on a plane, every plane's got it. They drop down when there's a serious problem. People think they're for oxygen, but they aren't. They're just there to muffle the screams.
That's true.
And if you run into a big problem in life and plan A doesn't work, don't worry, there are 25 other letters in the alphabet. If you want someone who will listen to you all the time and do what you want them to do, and be for you, be there for you, and better for worse, get a dog.
That's right.
And this one I've wrestled with all my life. And I'm sure some of you have done the same thing going through college. No matter how smart you are, you can never convince someone who is just stupid that they're stupid.
That's so
I'm sure you've had some experience with that.
Oh.
And why is it that when you sleep with someone who snores, that they always fall asleep first?
Mom.
Yeah, poor mom.
That's so true. I had to wake you up snoring.
Corey snored when he doesn't fall asleep.
Okay,
I used to go to bed.
there's
I
always
don't
yes.
What?
Okay.
I don't snore.
Sometimes.
All of us light up a room. Some when they enter, and some when they leave. And your wife or your girlfriend complain that you don't ever take them out for an expensive place once in a while. You should try taking her to a gasoline station.
Cheap right now.
Right now, that's not
No, that's not true. And I've noticed this over the years, that especially in the last few years, it's in today's world, it's not important how much an item costs. It's much more important how much you save when you buy it.
In this family, so true.
And did you ever wonder why gorillas have such large nostrils? That's because they got large fingers. People say, oh no, wait a minute. You can't live on water. But I've observed that oxygen is much more important. I feel that I know something about finance over the years that I've gained, and this is one thing that I'll pass on to you that you should remember for life, and that's financially. It doesn't matter how low the dollar goes, pick it up anyway. And this is especially good for lakes and oceans. Never test how deep the water is with both feet. And I've heard Lisa say this before. Some days you're like a pigeon. Others are like you're like a statue. Just live with it. To make sure, and we were talking about this with guns the other day, to make sure that you never miss your target, just shoot first, and then whatever you hit, call it your target. And this one, I don't know, this isn't very Christian, but it's true. Bill, you've all heard about, teaching a man to fish. You can give him a fish and it'll last for a short time. You can teach him to fish, it'll last a long time. Build a man a fire and he'll be warm for a while. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Where's the mic on this thing? Covering it?
That's it.
Where are you?
Nice job.
There once was a student named Chen. He played the violin. He practiced all day and auditioned away. Now he's broke as he's ever been.
Story of a true musician.
Okay.
Karen's up.
I once took a class called Orgo. Let's say the test scores were quite low. Most students said drop, but I didn't flop. The final is soon. Oh no.
Nice. True to life one.
Thanks.
Great.
There once was a guy named Drew. School always makes him feel blue. So he eats some sweets and consumes assorted meats. On occasion, he visits the zoo.
I have two. My first is...
Oh wow. Two
Overachiever.
limericks.
It's been an interesting fall. Certainly not what I expected at all. But God's faithfulness is still true, and I know He'll see me through. Until then, though, I may move to Nepal.
Good.
Can't move it.
Then the second is, it'll be hard, they say, and you'll study and study all day. While that's certainly been true, med school's been fun too, though imminent boards are causing dismay.
Wow.
Good.
Good one.
Impressive.
Corey's.
Corey.
Corey's up.
Okay,
now
this is kind of bad
this
lighting
is not-
for your face.
Does this make that side?
Okay.
Now this doesn't apply as much today, but it did yesterday.
Golly, we're gonna have to edit a lot out of this.
Okay.
The Lions this year have been terrible. Their offense and defense.
Okay. Here we go. What was I gonna read? There once was a lake of McCain. A cottage sat there down the lane. A family all together, didn't matter the weather. Soon a Kelly baby they'll gain.
Yeah, it was.
She wrote two also?
Yes.
A Kelly. A Kelly.
Right.
There once was a place called the Cove. From hours away they all drove to spend time together no matter the weather. If only they had a bigger stove.
All right. Autumn was one of Bill's pet peeves. He always feared any pile of leaves. Friends hid in a stack would have made his heart attack, but they gave it away with a sneeze.
That was Rob. Now
This is Erica. There once was a pumpkin named Bert. Tried to hide in the field in the dirt. He didn't want to die, but his destiny was pie. He was the hit of Thanksgiving dessert.
There once was a family from Valpo who had a van so they could go. After the cold one summer, the van did die, and all the Weston children did cry. Escalade instead, no van, no mole.
There once was a man named Bob. Catapulting squirrels became his primary job. Lure them into the pail, then watch them flail, causing the other squirrels to begin to sob.
There was a poor sap who couldn't rhyme, no matter how much effort or time. He tried and he tried, he cried and he cried, yet he could never figure out how to make the last line in a limerick match the first two.
There's an admission.
This is just a random one. There once was a hiker named Lance who did not like to wear any pants. He liked to feel the air on his cheeks that were bare until he stepped on a bunch of fire ants.
Right, all right.
Step.
Okay, I can't put this off anymore. But my limerick skills are so poor. I can't think of a theme that makes me ready to scream. So this is it. Oh, what a bore.
Well done.
There once was a young lady named Kate who never had much to say. But one day, while she went out on a hike, she ran over some bees with her bike. Then Kay went screaming and yelling on her way.
Hey!
A poet once owned a cow named Hamela, who gave white milk without one dark spot. One day, a big brown bear scared her half crazy. Her mind from there on was at best hazy. She still gave milk, but now it was chocolate.
That was the second line.